Hello, this is a video that's going to show you how to do some formatting in Google Docs. So this video kind of goes along with the activity in the sharing video below and uses the same assignment if you're part of my tech class. So I'm going to just open up that assignment to get started on this particular activity. So I will have updated this number by the time you see this. But you are going to watch this video, format a doc, through this video, and then you're going to be turning it in a specific way in assignment number 12. So actually what I'm going to do is I'm not going to open this up until I actually get to this step. I am just going to go to my drive and I am going to go and create a new doc. So either right click and go to new doc or new and then doc this way. And I'm just going to make a document I'm just going to title formatting. And it's assignment number 12? Part of assignment number 12, right? Let me check that one. Yeah, 12. Okay, so that is not how we make 12. Okay, so a few of the features as far as formatting goes is most of the time the teacher is going to ask for a specific font and a font size. Most of the time we talk about the default is Times New Roman 12-point font and double spaced. That's like just a standard. So you can change the font here, the font size here, and then the spacing, line spacing, double is the standard. So that's if you're typing like an essay or something where the size and the type of font matters. For other things, you can experiment with different fonts. And for Google Docs, you can go here to this More Fonts. And I was reading this article this summer that talks about the most easily readable fonts are these ones that were created called LexEnd. And there are a whole bunch of them that are supposedly scientists and people who study calligraphy, which is handwriting and reading, like amongst dyslexics and just regular, or not regular, but people who read ordinarily, I guess, without dyslexia. And these ones are just supposed to be the best out there that there are. Easy readability. The letters, like the A, actually looks like an A instead of that thing with the swoop over the top. And so these are supposed to be the best. So I would suggest adding all of these because they just are supposed to be the easiest to read. And you can notice that you kind of go through and they range in like LexEnd Zeta, I wouldn't know how to say that, has large spaces between each of the letters, whereas LexEnd Deca has smaller spaces between the letters. So I would suggest adding all of those and any other fonts that you think that look, neat. So then you can get rid of that search there to go back to the page and just add, anything that you want. Just know that the more fonts that you add, the longer it will take to kind of load things when you get started. So you don't want to add every single one of them. But that's the different fonts. And then the sizes, of course, you can make things bold, italic, which is slanted, underlined by clicking on these or using the computer shortcuts. The Control plus B is bold. The Control plus I is italic. And then you guessed it, Control plus U is underline. So that kind of thing. You can change the color, which you guys have all probably been able to figure out. But you can also change the color of individual letters. So if I wanted just this O to be red and this L to be, it's easier to do when the text is bigger, pink, and this to be green. So I can change the color of individual letters as well. And then you can also use the highlight feature and highlight, things in different colors for easy to see. I can also add a link. So I can make this a hyperlink if I wanted to, and type in a website address that if they clicked on where it said italics, it would take them to a website. I can easily insert images, again, same way I did in, slides and stuff, by camera, by URL, by photo, your drive, searching the internet, or searching Google for one. I can add a comment off to the side. So I use italics when including the title of a book, because book titles are supposed to be in italics, and you can make a comment. You can change the alignment. So left, you can make things center, make things right, or justified, which just means it kind of spaces it out to be more even. Line spacing, again, you can add space before and after a paragraph just to kind of split, give paragraphs more space between them, but that's not really recommended when you're using double, because then you're going to have this huge space between your paragraphs. You can create a list, so either a numbered list or just a bullet with a bunch of different options. So here's how you make the check boxes that you can then go in and check off. You can, pick different styles of numbering. If you have a bulleted list, you can increase the indent and move it across, or decrease and move it away. If you decided that, I don't want any of this formatting or any of this highlighting or whatever, I can clear everything and get rid of all of that formatting, except for this color here, because this is a indication that that comment is linked to that spot in the document. Sorry, I keep hitting my mic. So you can copy, paste, select all. Find and replace is a really cool thing. So say I type the word bold, but I wanted it to be lowercase, so I can match case, and I can replace every time I use that with the word bold. So that's really very helpful if you are looking and you made an error in the way you spelled someone's name, and you put their name in there 16 times. You can find them all easily and replace them all with a click of a button. You can also look at different modes. So suggesting just means anytime anybody edits, it becomes a suggestion or just be able to view. You can show or get rid of the ruler. You can format the text. So here's where you can strike through. Superscript is when it goes up, and subscript when it goes down. Change the size, capitalization. So if you wanted to make something all capital letters, you could do that as well. Paragraph style, so you can make it, there's different types of, you want it to be a heading so it's bigger and stands out more. Those are the align and indent. Spacing. Columns, so you can make like a newspaper like columns. The bullets, the headers and footers are not something we're going to get into. Page numbers. And then again, you have the tools: spelling and grammar, check, word count, review the suggested edits. You can explore something you have highlighted. Look at the linked objects to dictionary. You can voice type, so you can have it type what you say, but that means you also have to say the word period and comma and that kind of thing. And that's it. And then that's really all there is to formatting. So really what I just want you to do for this, if you're doing this as part of my classroom assignment, is I want you to put full name. I want you to make your first name bold and one color, your middle name italic and a different color and a different size and a different font. And then do the same with your last name, different font, make it underlined, and choose a different color. Okay? And then make it all centered and make everything double spaced. And then you are going to stop here. You're not going to turn anything of this in Google Classroom. And you're going to watch the next video on sharing a document with someone else in order to turn in this assignment.